There's a saying that I've heard in my comments a few times from people, and it is all skin folk and kinfolk. And, with all of this that's going on with, these performers performing at Donald Trump's inauguration, we're really starting to learn that. I'd have way more respect for any of these guys if they just came out and said, listen, I'm trying to make my money. I'm just doing that. They offered me a lot of money to do this. I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'd have more respect for them for saying that. I haven't even heard Snoop Dogg come out and say anything. But Nelly decided to, have some words for people who have issues with him going and performing at the inauguration. And here's where I lose all respect for these people. I lose respect for you when you regurgitate talking points that conservative, Republicans, and racists have used against us. When you start regurgitating that stuff and without enough context to let me know that you even know what you're talking about, that's when I lose all respect for you. And, Nelly, that's exactly what he did. I mean, this guy is being asked, about performing for Donald Trump, who we've said is a racist or a white supremacist. And he claps back with talking points that a racist would actually use.
And here's the thing. Okay, I get it. He did say, if you don't vote for me, you're not black, right? Oh, no, that wasn't him. That wasn't him. Hold on. I'm trying to think. Hold on. He did create
I know where you're going.
He did create the crime bill in the 90s, which said that if you get caught with 5 grams of crack, you do a mandatory 5 years. That had mass incarceration. I think even the Vice President Kamala spoke on that part, that said that the crime bill played a huge part. He didn't do that. Let me see. What did he do? I'm trying to think. The white supremacy. Hold on. I'm gonna get to it. Okay. He did not rent to black people. What was it, in the 70s or the 80s? Is that what they said? And okay, is he written to him now?
I swear, anytime a Republican or a racist is trying to compare Donald Trump and Joe Biden, they're always going to bring this up. You can bet your last dollar that they're going to bring up that he said, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. They're also going to bring up the crime bill in the 90s. So let me address these things. And this is not to give Joe Biden a pass at all. But he did say, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. But you know what he did? He came out and apologized for saying that. He said, you know what? I shouldn't have said that. Now, again, not giving him a pass, but you have never heard Donald Trump apologize for not running the black people. You have never heard Donald Trump apologize for what he did to the Central Park Five. You have never heard him apologize for not allowing black people to work up front in his casinos. You've never heard him apologize for calling anything that's associated with black people woke or DEI. You've never heard him apologize for calling accomplished black people DEI hires. You have never heard him apologize for any of the racist things he has said. Okay, and then they talk about the 90s crime bill. Again, listen, Joe Biden did help write that, but that crime bill got bipartisan support. Republicans wanted it to be worse. They didn't want to vote for it because they wanted to be even more stringent on the black community. So that crime bill, that was a Republican and Democrat thing. They all wanted it. That thing passed in the Senate like 99-1 or something like that. Like, stop with the 90s crime bill. We got to talk about the things that Donald Trump is doing right now also. Like, Nelly's sitting there and he's like, is he renting the black people now? That's not just it. He literally has a guy, Charlie Kirk, running around with him who on tomorrow, on MLK Jr. Day, will probably post how he thinks MLK was a bad guy and we shouldn't have the Civil Rights Act. That guy, Charlie Kirk, flies around on his Trump Force One, goes to Greenland with his son, will be invited to his inauguration, and will have some type of part in his administration. That's not just it. Anytime an accomplished black person is in any position, Donald Trump calls them a DEI hire. Anytime they want to talk about black people in some type of negative light, They use the term woke. They talk about CRT. They talk about BLM. This is why I have absolutely zero respect for Nelly. He didn't know any of these things. He doesn't know anything about the crime bill. He doesn't know anything about Joe Biden apologizing or anything like that. He is just regurgitating talking points that he heard from people who probably prepped him for this horrible interview that he did. So again, the saying goes, all skin folk ain't kin folk. Nelly made money off the black community, and now he's trying to make his little money off of Republicans as well. He's not going to apologize for it. He's saying that he's honored to be, performing for the president of the United States. He doesn't care about any of the horrible things that Donald Trump has done and will do to this community. Do you think Nelly is going to ask Donald Trump anything about, his platinum plan for Black America? Is he going to ask him anything about, talking about indemnifying police officers so that they could go out and kill black people without actually being brought to court over it? He's not going to ask him about any of those things because he doesn't care, because Nelly is getting a check. That's why he's going to this. That's why he's happy about it. That's why he's honored to be performing for Donald Trump. Again, I have to say, don't be mad about it. Just realize rich people are going to be rich people. They're going to look out for people. And these guys, Nelly, Snoop Dogg, Rick Ross, Soulja Boy, Waka Flocka, they're okay with selling out the black community for money. Period.
Don't want no enemies or ops. Envy in they heart, I tell them stop. Vacation on the yacht.